boys and girls. Welcome back to Miss Samantha's Reading Corner. I'm so glad that you're here. Today, I chose a book that is very adventurous and makes me miss summer. Today's book is Moe the Dog in Tropical Paradise by Diane Stanley, illustrated by Elise Primavera. Let's get into it. Moe the Dog in Tropical Paradise by Diane Stanley, illustrated by Elise Primavera. Based on their cover, is there any predictions as to where Moe will go in this book? Let's jump into the book and figure it out. Moe the dog was cold. His breath turned to ice on his whiskers. His ears were warm, but his earmuffs gave him a headache. "I can't stand this," he said to his best friend Arlene. "A whole week's vacation to sit around and freeze?" "Neither can I," Arlene mumbled through her muffler. "Let's take in a movie." So they trudged through the snow to see what was playing at the Roxy. It turned out to be a double feature, Polar Voyage and the Whales of Arctic. Halfway through the first feature, the heat broke down. "Can you believe this?" groaned Moe. His popcorn had frozen solid. The movies were not a good idea. They left. Outside, a vendor was selling pretzels and hot cocoa. The cocoa sounded like just the thing, so they both had some. A marshmallow stuck to Arlene's nose, and it froze there. Moe laughed. Arlene cried. Moe said he was sorry and gave her a hug. They got the marshmallow off Arlene's nose. "This day is going from bad to worse," said Moe. They stopped in front of a travel office. In the window was a poster. It showed a white sand beach with palm trees. "Now that's just what we need," said Moe. "Which would be best, Tahiti, Hawaii, or the Bahamas?" Arlene grinned. "Tahiti, definitely." They went inside and talked to the travel agent. He told them how much it would cost. Moe sighed. "Maybe some other time," he said. "I'm feeling pretty discouraged," Arlene said in a discouraged-sounding voice. "I'm going home." Does anybody know what discouraged means? Discouraged is when you lose hope or your confidence about something. You're feeling discouraged. They said goodbye. On the way home, a truck splashed Moe with slush. Then he slid on an icy patch on the sidewalk. The snow came down more heavily in big, wet flakes. Moe was not a happy dog. When he got home, Moe filled his bathtub with warm water and slid in it up to his chin. He left out the bubble bath because it reminded him of snow. The feeling began to return to his toes. He thought about the palm trees, the beaches, and sunshine. Then he had a wonderful idea. Based on the pictures, does anybody know what he is thinking? Right, he's thinking about a vacation with the palm trees. He got dressed and pulled some things out of the attic. Then he went to Hugo's Building Supply and Rembrandt's art shop, and then the grocery store. He worked until late into the night. What does anybody think he's doing? Any ideas? All right, let's find out. The next morning, he called Arlene. "Hi, Arlene," he said. "It's me, Moe, calling from Tropical Paradise." "Wow," said Arlene, who had a generous heart. "Lucky you. What's it like?" "It's warm," said Moe. "There's a gentle breeze. I just went swimming, and now I'm having a drink by the pool. I have sand between my toes." "Oh, Moe," said Arlene, sneezing. "That's wonderful." "Yes, it is," said Moe. "Say, Arlene, do me a favor, will you? I left in a hurry, and I think I left the lights on at my house. Would you go by and check for me?" "Sure, Moe," said Arlene. "Oh, and Arlene," Moe added, "bring your swimsuit." Weird, thought Arlene. Does anybody know what it means when it says Arlene, who had a generous heart? Generous is when you're being kind to somebody. Arlene is being kind, even though she is maybe just a little bit jealous of Moe. Arlene slipped her suit into her purse and put on her coat and boots. She walked through the snow to Moe's house. The lights were on. She unlocked the door. "Surprise," said Moe. "Welcome to tropical paradise. Care for a swim?" he asked. That's a big transformation in his house. He made that into a vacation. The next day, Arlene brought flowers, calypso music, and shells. They set up a volleyball net and had a tournament. Arlene made a sarong out of a bedsheet, and she looked very fetching in it. They read books, danced in the limbo, and built a sandcastle. Moe and Arlene spent all week in tropical paradise, and neither of them got a sunburn. "Where shall we go next year?" said Arlene when the week was up. "Egypt," said Moe. "I've always wanted to see the pyramids." "Swell," said Arlene. "We'll save the sand." The end. So, after reading Moe the Dog in Tropical Paradise, how did your prediction based on the front cover differ from the reality at the end of the story? Was it a big change? Were you right about the ending? Great. Thank you for reading with me today.